Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction video, guys. Today, guys, of course, here continuing the journey of Ben 10 Alien Force. This is season 1, episode 3, and this title is kind of bizarre, but at the same time, it's not wrong. Everybody talks about the weather. It's not wrong. Everybody does talk about the weather, but I think older people definitely love to talk about the weather. Especially when I call my grandfather, he always asks, how's the weather down there? He loves to ask about the weather. But regardless, we're continuing the journey of Ben 10 Alien Force. It's kind of crazy to say I'm on this show now. It really is. So we got past Ben 10 Returns, part 1 and part 2, or was it Ben Returns? Regardless, we got past the first 2 episodes of Ben 10 Alien Force, and I gotta say, I'm really digging it. I love the fact that it's more serious, a little bit of a darker tone, the fact that Ben and Gwen and Kevin, never would have suspected that, are now working together essentially to figure out what's going on, who are these aliens, what exactly were they harvesting or whatever, and the ship destroyed or whatever, but then we see an alien go back and talk to this other alien, like really cool design, white with some red or whatever. And he says, yeah, well, you know, Ben have the Omnitrix, that's fine and dandy, but he doesn't know what's coming. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? And where's Max? What's going on? I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm loving the journey so far. And while I'm going through this journey and starting up this new show, having issues with copyright stuff, Return or EST blocking Secret of the Omnitrix part 1 and 3, and then now Race Against Time is having issues, it's like a pain in the ass. But this show and these episodes, and now starting, of course, like Ben 10 Alien Force, has definitely gotten me a little bit happier because I know at the end of the day, everything's going to be fine because I'm going on this incredible journey and I cannot wait to continue it. So I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes. Like I said, seeing Gwen use more of her magic and seeing Ben trying out some new aliens or whatever, and Kevin having some sort of new ability or whatever. It's kind of crazy. I'm just trying to absorb everything and just trying to go, this is not Ben 10, this is the new show, and it feels like I'm watching a new show, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take everything in and just trying to see what the hell's going on, and I'm loving it, and I cannot wait to continue. So I'm going to stop talking now. Let's get into now, guys. Season 1, Episode 3. Everybody talks about the weather. Let's go. Whoa.
There he goes.
What the hell's going on? Destroying crops and shit. Whoa! What?
I'm the worst flyer ever.
Heat blast?
There he is.
We're gonna put you out.
Why don't you guys just leave me alone?
Is this Ben? I don't think so. Who are you?
Okay, I'll start talking. You can join in whenever you like.
Yeah.
Over the past week, there's been a series of fires all over Grover's Mill.
Give it back. My father gave it to me.
Father?
Keep him in there until I can find a judge to tell us what to do with him.
We're still going the
25.
same speed.
It's 25.
It's called the speed limit. Fast as we're going tonight.
You think I'd go with you if Ben wasn't here?
Yeah, I got roguish charm.
I don't know about that.
That's your plumber's badge. What's it doing?
Don't know.
Plumber's badge?
Oh.
What?
He's telling us where he is.
I think it's that kid's thing or whatever, the badge.
Okay, that's worth breaking some traffic laws.
Oh. He's trying to turn, he can't. And he's out of there. There's a hole inside of the building. Well,
Big hole.
the little levitation, just a little platform.
You think it belongs to Grandpa?
If it does.
Maybe if you would, like, power down, they wouldn't see you standing out with your flames.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
Because I think you
Doesn't
cause some
work that way,
damage
son.
and
Why don't you
fires.
just come along right now?
Oh, shit. Oh, they found you. There's a new alien? Whoa. Whoa. Wow, they're okay. Flying together. Let's say it's flying alien. It makes sense. Whoa. Don't go too high. Yeah, that's not good. He's not stopping himself. Oh, never mind. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, shit.
There's an old guy who's been chasing you, probably wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Nope.
Where is he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I should have known you couldn't have set all those fires by yourself.
Oh, they think
Now
he's
I've
together.
got you.
Well, okay, working together
You
with him.
and your accomplice. Hands where I can see him.
Run!
Yeah, run exactly.
Stop following me! How am I
Well.
supposed to hide with you around? Glow
Exactly.
in the dark.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Car chase, why not?
Is there a problem, officer?
No? Maybe?
Why'd you help me?
I
Well,
don't know.
I don't know either.
Remind me of myself.
Can you explain how you're a heat blast or whatever?
Guess you're a monster too. I hate flying.
You
Oh.
do kind of stink at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
my
too bad, I
pal
would
just
say.
showed up a couple of weeks ago. Part alien. He's a plumber. They're
Intergalactic police. Did your dad give you his
Oh!
yeah. When he explained to me
Wow.
what I was.
I don't remember there being plumber badges. Am I drunk? Did I miss something? I don't remember
Didn't
this.
go too bad.
Why would a policeman give his son a badge?
Yeah, why?
To keep real plumbers from arresting them for interplanetary trespass. Most of them have superpowers.
Common?
Well, yeah, that's what you are. You get your powers through your grandpa.
Okay, so they're saying that plumbers' kids have
Sheriff
powers and
thinks he
shit.
set all the fires.
I want to show you guys what I saw when I was flying over the cornfield.
Okay, what'd you see?
Those aren't roads burned through the cornfields. Those are crop circles.
Aliens.
Kevin says I've got superpowers because of my alien bloodline.
I mean,
Huh?
exactly,
Can you guys
huh?
Concentrate on what's important.
Oh.
Whoa.
Like I said,
Yep.
these aren't crop circles, they're circuit boards.
Sparks?
See,
Something.
I told you I didn't do it.
Whoa. Okay.
What do you think they're doing?
This gate's powering on. What the hell? Of course, lightning. Of course. Oh my god, they're creating weather. Oh! It's snowing and lightning at the same time.
The tower's some kind of weather machine.
Oh shit. I think I really blame them. They didn't do anything.
You built this machine. You're stealing all the heat to feed your
You
powers.
built this machine? What the fuck?
It's not like that.
Exactly. My god.
Can't take too many of these.
Swamp fire.
Swamp fire. I like that maneuver where they can grab them or whatever. Yeah. Careful. Ooh! Got his own dude. Yep, exactly. It's those aliens. It's the same ones.
Is they're installing an air conditioner.
Holy shit. Oh my god. He has to save the day. Something. Ooh, what? He's not affected. He's not affected. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm about to say, he has to somehow get out of this. Whoa. Ooh. There you go. There you go. Even if he gets hit, he's fine for the most part. Nice.
Here goes.
Push it over. You got this. Okay, so Swamp Fire is very strong too. Guess that was a giant tower.
Alan defeated the aliens, destroyed their weather machine, then used his heat powers to free everyone from suspended animation.
We helped.
Yep, we
But
helped.
not much.
Anytime you need me, just call.
Awesome. Okay, cool. We'll call you. And there you have it, guys. That was episode 3 of Ben 10 Alien Force. Holy crap. I wasn't sure where this episode was going, but I really enjoyed it. And there's a lot of things definitely to talk about from this episode. I actually have the credits pulled up from the episode because I want to make sure I get the kid's name who was the Heat Blast, Alan, corrected. I didn't want to flub that or forget that because I was trying to remember that name. And then, of course, the new alien Ben turned into, which was Jet Ray. And I actually misheard when he yelled it out. I'm like, what did he say? Something Ray? Jet Ray. So, okay, interesting name, really like the design, but let's get into the episode overall. So, I kind of suspected that the weather machine that showed up was going to be controlled by these aliens. It seems like these aliens we keep running into now, this is the third time we've ran into these particular aliens, that they're going to be, I guess, popping up. I don't know about every single episode, but they popped up every single episode so far. So I'm assuming they're going to be kind of the main focal point, I'm guessing, of this season of Ben 10 Alien Force. Because I make sure Alien Force, not Ben 10. I'm saying just Ben 10. But Alien Force, it seems like we're going to be seeing them, a lot of them. So, and that's fine. So I was like, okay, interesting. So they're still going to be sticking around. Obviously, there's more to tell because, I mean, that one alien, like I said at the end of episode 2, said, he doesn't know what's coming. We see all of them, right? I'm like, okay, well, they're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And, of course, they're still here. But the opening of the episode, seeing a different look to a Heat Blast, which, of course, was Alan, this new character they introduced, And I'm thinking, okay, he looks a little bit different. I'm wondering if it's because of the art style of the show, because it is slightly different than Ben 10. It is a little different. Or is he looking different as a heat blast because of Ben's DNA tying into the DNA of the heat blast with the Omnitrix makes it look a certain way, and so his version of heat blast he can turn into because he's part alien, because his dad's a plumber. Like, is that why this heat blast looks a little different? I'm not really sure, but I like the design of this heat blast, and so it was kind of cool to see that. Of course, he's getting blamed for all these fires and things happening around in town. Of course, it's not him at all. Okay, it's not even crop circles and all these crops that are everywhere in this episode. It's these aliens, of course, building a gigantic weather machine, of course, to make it cold. And they make a point to go, well, it was cold in the ship that we went into in episode 2, and it's cold as hell here. They're making it storm, and they're making it snow and be really cold, so I guess they need cold weather, I guess, to survive or something to that effect. But regardless, it's interesting. Like, okay, so they need cold weather for something, whether it's a part of their mission or if they actually need it to survive, I have no idea. But interesting nonetheless. So they track the tracker or whatever, because on the kid's chest, on the heat blaster's chest, was what they ended up calling a plumber's badge, which I'm thinking, was there plumber badges in Ben 10? Like, I'm trying to think back. I don't think there was. If there was, I don't remember a plumber's badge, but it was a gigantic like chest piece that he had, and it was blinking, and then Kevin had one, and so they go to the location of where it was beeping, and they pick it up, and then of course they run into the sheriffs, the cops, whatever, and they run into the Allen's heat blast, and then there was the whole thing with the new alien jet ray, and that whole sequence in there, I had to make sure I say jet ray because I'm looking at the credits still, that when he turned into jet ray, and he started chasing Alan, flying through the sky up into the stars and everything. I thought that Alan did pretty decent in terms of flying and everything, but he says later on in the episode, I'm not really good at it. I don't like flying at all. Like, well, I think he did pretty well in terms of trying to dodge Ben and everything, because he didn't know what was going on, and he sees another alien, he's like, what the hell's going on here? And he literally just found out a few weeks ago, as he tells Ben a little later in the episode, which I thought was interesting, that he just woke up one morning and his bed was on fire, and he was told that, yeah, you're part alien. I was a plumber, or I think he said his dad was a plumber or is still a plumber. Regardless, that's why he's part alien, so he can just turn into heat blast. It's not like an Omnitrix where he can turn into a variety of aliens. It's just part of his DNA. Now, then we have a conversation with Kevin and Gwen, which I thought was also interesting too, because once again, Kevin's still pushing that kind of I like you angle, Gwen. He makes a point to say, with your magic, that's alien DNA too, from your grandfather being a plumber. She's like, what? No, I get my magic from stuff. He's like, yeah, sure. I wonder if he's not wrong. I wonder if truly she can do magic because of her DNA, alien DNA. Does that mean Ben has the alien DNA? Is that why when he uses the Omnitrix, like, I don't know, like, or maybe it conflicts or something, because maybe that might explain why he doesn't get the alien he wants all the time. I really don't know. I think it's also because he doesn't really know how to truly work the Omnitrix. But so far, he's been getting the aliens he wants. Or at least he's selecting one, and he hits it and he goes. Because as we saw throughout Ben 10, he would hit, you'd see what alien he selected, and then when he hits, he doesn't get it. But there's times, story-wise, he just gets the alien he wants, right? And there's sometimes he actually does get the one he wants. But it's like here so far, I think he's gotten the ones he's selected so far. So I don't know. A lot of things. So does Gwen have alien DNA? If so, Kevin believes so. She's saying, I don't know. I don't believe that at all, because magic. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever, magic. So maybe Kevin is wrong. Maybe he's not wrong. I don't know, but I need more information now, because I've never even thought about that there's part aliens on Earth in this world. I mean, literally, they've established humans, and then there's a bunch of different variety of aliens, a lot of species of aliens. And now they're throwing out, Kevin's like, yeah, it's pretty common. There's part aliens out there. She's like, common? What are you talking about, common? Where did this come from? I don't know. A lot of questions. So if it truly is alien DNA in Gwen, so what about Ben? Did Ben have alien DNA? And if he never got the Omnitrix, maybe he would have started showing signs of... I have no idea. But would that have also affected Grandpa Max's kids first? I don't know. Because it affected this one guy who his son turns into a heat blast. So I don't know. So when Ben became Swampfire, which is a really cool alien, by the way, he's used it now twice. They were fighting against the aliens. They have these like freeze ray guns or whatever. And they, at one point, like freeze or put in some sort of clay or something, everybody except for Alan, his heat blast. And they kept shooting him. They even turned it up at one point. He's not getting affected. He's too hot. They can't freeze him. Thankfully, since Swampfire is part fire, of course, in the name, he's able to heat himself and break himself out, and then they take down the tower. He even, like, uses his legs kind of like branches and expands and, like, making, like trunks at the bottom, like trees, and he's able to somehow push over a gigantic weather machine and destroys it. We know this is not over, and so, you know, they're still going to be popping up. I don't know what how they're going to do next. And as the episode was going, I'm like, so what's the title referring to in terms of weather? I mean, there's some really, like, hot weather going on in terms of, like, the sun and everything, and there's no rain. Because we saw a dog, like, struggling and drinking water because it was so hot, and all of a sudden, and of course, freaking neighbors mowing, of course. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it, and it's definitely irritating. Apologies for that, guys. I really do apologize for that. But, yeah, and then the weather machine, like, okay, that's why it's called Everyone Talks About the Weather, because of the weather machine. So crazy. But it was definitely fun. And I was like, are they going to actually, because Ben offers to bring Alan on board. But then, of course, the sheriff, the officer who's really had an issue against Alan, it's like, no, he's going to stay here because he's going to help make sure there's no more aliens in our town. Like, and, like, they're so upset, I can't even talk, accepting of Alan now, and accepting the fact that, oh, there's aliens out there. I guess because Ben 10, all the adventures and everything was covered in the newspapers at one point, of course, when they were like a version of, were they in New York or somewhere, wherever they were, Ben was being recorded by helicopters at one point. So it's out there that aliens are out there. I mean, so I'm guessing they just kind of accepted there's aliens about. I don't know the full extent of all that, but yeah, this was a fun episode. I wasn't sure where they were going with it, but it ties into whatever the overarching plan is with these aliens and what they're trying to do on Earth and what the hell's going on, and I'm enjoying it so far, and I really am digging it. And we got to see a new version of Heat Blast, essentially, and there's plumber badges, and I don't know, and Grandpa Mac's still out there somewhere. They're still searching for him, so we'll see what happens there. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I'm really enjoying the show so far, and I can't wait to get into Alien Force Episode 4. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.